good news and I got some bad news. The good news, I am the bad news. And in this video, we're checking out the Team San Diego Bassheads New Year's Bash, which is the very first car audio competition in this area for the whole year. I'm not actually competing in this one, so we're gonna do this one a little bit differently. First, we're gonna check out a bunch of cars that were actually on the meter.
All right, that's the new #1 for the nationwide top 10, 160.19.
A little bit of stomach, but that's okay. She gon' let her real eat. I appreciate a woman with a whole lot of cake.
And then we're gonna actually check out a couple of them individually and get some demos.
Text on me with the coolie on it. I'ma fuck around and I'ma squeeze.
And just kind of get like a general vibe of Bass Wars. But yeah, let's just get right to it. The very first build that I came across was Skate Rob in the Tundra. We saw him at a Bass Wars last year. But he has since swapped out the entire build and he now has 4 Trinity Audio H Series 18s and they're on 2 sound cubed. I would guess that they're 10Ks, but to be completely honest, I'm not sure. They might be the 8Ks. When I walked up, Kick was in the lanes in his Suburban with 6, 5, 411 18s. On 3 Teramps 15Ks, I wanna say.
163.
It's like hard to like describe what that is to people who like haven't experienced that, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Official qualifying scores. Kicked. Legendary 163.16 dB.
And then he decided to come back when his batteries had charged up a little bit to do his music runs.
You want to come back later for your music? Yeah. Alrighty.
The next one in the lanes was Don David, who we got a demo from in the last Bass Meet video that I did. For the Mayhem class, they measure it in a bowl from a foot away from the car. So while they were setting that up, I went and checked out some builds while I could, at least checked out the next couple cars that were coming up. So when people were in line, I don't ask for a demo or anything like that because generally, if you're in line, you wanna let that battery charge up as much as possible. You wanna reserve that so that, you know, once it's time to do some work, you know? And then this dude, Don David.
Official qualifying scores. Don David, Mayhem, 151.39 dB.
Typhoon Wall.
All right, that's the new #1 for the nationwide top 10, 160.19. That was a 30-second average at 29 hertz.
New top in the nation. Just crazy. And I got a demo from him. So I almost forgot to mention, Tuesday, February 4th, I'm gonna be on the Big Sound with Big Jeff podcast. He's gonna be giving away a Sundown subwoofer and I really want one of my subscribers to win. So make sure you are watching that podcast. It should be on my channel as well, but on the off chance I can't get it figured out how to do it on my channel also, it'll for sure be on his channel. Either way, definitely make sure you are checking out the Big Sound with Big Jeff podcast, February 4th, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast, 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast. We're gonna be talking car audio, the slap box, and you know, just it should be a good time. So yeah, please make sure you are there. Somebody win that subwoofer. After Don David, Kyle pulled up in the Explorer with 3 21-inch Jones subwoofer solutions.
All knobs to the right.
And yeah, you heard that right. 3 21-inch Jones subwoofer solutions, Team Edition 900 series subs.
Official qualifying scores. Kyle THF Cyclone Wall, 159.53 dB. 20 seconds. Official qualifying scores. Kyle THF Typhoon Wall, 156.58 dB.
Just ridiculous. And then Clay did his run in his Tahoe with 415s on 4 Ruthless 10Ks, I wanna say.
This is Clay running at a 19 hertz class. 30 seconds.
And the funny thing about him running this build is that this build is actually for sale. Like currently right now. When he ran it, it was for sale. He's selling it with the box, the center console, the door panels, and all that kind of stuff, but none of the gear. So just waiting for you to drop your equipment into it.
Official qualifying scores. Hurricane Wall, 155.41 dB.
All right, so I hate to break up the fun, but we gotta run some ads real quick. I really appreciate your patience. We'll be right back in just a second. All right, welcome back. That wasn't so bad, right? Let's get back into it. After that, it was Jes in the Silverado that we checked out last time. Since we checked it out last time, he had inverted the subs just to get a little bit more space out of the box. But we'll check that out in a little bit. We'll get the full update when we check out his build.
Ready, set, go. Official qualifying scores. Jesse Moreno, Cyclone No Wall, 137.17 dB.
So what happened here is the category he was in, it was a 30-second average category. But when he ran again, he...
3, 2, 1, time. Official qualifying scores. Cyclone No Wall, 146.69 dB.
I mean, that's almost a 10 dB difference.
This score is higher than the previous score.
So don't let that first score fool you.
I bottomed him out twice. You don't want to pull out too soon.
After Jes, that's when Skate Rob hopped in the lanes, running Beast class, and he also competed in Cyclone.
Beast class. Competitors stand by. Official qualifying scores. Beast, 160.50 dB.
All right, let's move on to the music class.
Ready, set, go. 20 seconds. Official qualifying scores. Cyclone Wall, 148.08 dB.
And then Victorio ran in the Sentra. He has two massive audio Hippo 12s on a Deaf Bonce Apocalypse 4900.
Official qualifying scores. Leashed trunk, 139.48 dB.
And even though this dude was in the line bumping,
Been playing it kind of hard. I've been making my subwoofers get stinky.
his amps were hot before he even got in the meter.
I can dry clothes on this.
Yeah. A little warm?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a little
But
bit.
he still hopped on the meter in the Warlock class.
Ready, set, go. Official qualifying scores. Russel Crabtree, Warlock, 150.33 dB.
And I guess it had been enough time. His amps had cooled down, his batteries had charged and everything. So Kick hopped back in the lanes.
Official qualifying scores. Cyclone Wall, 156.38 dB.
Then Jesse pulled up in the Equinox.
Official qualifying scores. Jesse Team Subsonic, Monster, 147.48 dB.
We checked him out a little bit, a bass meet or two ago, but we actually have a more in-depth look at his build coming up. And Psychedelic Scott in the F-150. In the Ninja class.
Psychedelic Scott, Ninja, 153.20 dB.
Scott actually ended up getting a power violation.
Power violation. Invalid power measurement.
Uh-oh.
They actually clamp your power to make sure that you're within a certain range, and too damn powerful. It's too much power. After that, he did the hot seat, no wall.
3, 2, 1, time.
After that, Victor hopped in the lanes. I've been wanting to see this ever since I pulled up to Base Wars. I wanted to check out this build. You can't really see looking at the car, but if you look in the right spot, you can see there's some stuff behind him. And then looking through the back window, he actually has a window on his box. So looking through the car's back window, you can see a window into the box and just see that there's some magic inside.
20 seconds.
He competed in the Cyclone category, which is a 30-second average between 30 and 39 hertz.
Lane 1, Victor Gutierrez, Cyclone Wall, 158.67 dB.
And then he also competed in the Hurricane Wall category, which is between 0 and 19 hertz.
SPL qualifying rounds, Victor Gutierrez, Hurricane Wall class. 20 seconds. 1, 4, 3, 2. Official qualifying scores. Victor Gutierrez, Hurricane Wall, 154.71 dB.
God damn.
And after seeing that, I was like, man, I gotta check this thing out.
You about to park it?
So, no disrespect to anybody whose run I didn't catch. I just, you know, I wanted to make sure I get some runs, I get some demos, you know. Wanted to make sure it's a good mix of everything. I hate to say it, but it's that time again. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. Hey, thanks for waiting. I really appreciate your patience. Let's get right back into it. On my way to check out Victor's build, I seen Evan giving a demo to Gunny. He's got 4.5, 412, 18s that came out of another build that we've checked out before. And don't worry, we're gonna check out this one in a minute. So yeah, we went to go check out Victor's build. So it turns out he actually has 10 Sundown U-Series 15s in a giant box that takes up basically the entire car that's not the front seats. And it does some damage.
That's crazy, man. God, I can feel my cheeks shaking and shit. Like, full wood everywhere, wood floor, wood roof.
He's powering them with 5 Force Audio 5Ks.
I got my own brand, Force Audio.
And then he's also got Force Audio mids and highs throughout the car. And then one of the biggest lithium banks I've personally seen, at least where it's a single bank, this 200 amp hour, just like huge. Look like he got a Tesla like parked sideways, you know, in his car. Just,
I'm not tall, but like, goddamn.
and a big shout out to Victor, because I gave him a couple stickers and he added them right away.
Hell yeah.
I got you on the window.
Big shout out to Victor for that. That is super awesome, and I appreciate that, man.
We love that one.
Then it was time to get that demo from Evan. Since the last time I had seen him, he had basically like wood caged the entire interior of the truck. Got a little more prepared for the beating they were gonna take from these 518s. He's got these 4 518s on 2 teramps Smart 8s. And the full like wood interior in the back seat area turns this thing into like a bass cannon.
That's goodness gracious.
It is so intense. Like, it is such an intense demo. After getting a demo from Evan, I went to check out Jes Silverado and see what he had done since the last time I seen him.
So basically the only changes I did was obviously I inverted him and I pulled out the 5K and I put an 8K.
He's running 2 SSA Evil 15s.
Tango, still see you rap, nigga sweeter than a mango. Pussy sweet. Tech on me with the coolie on it, I'ma fuck around and I'ma squeeze.
And they're on a Taramp Smart 8, I think.
Not bad, huh?
And then, you know, I went to go check out some of the builds on the other side. I seen Gunny's truck over there, and I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? Where's what's going on here?
What the f? Okay.
There was no build in it. And I gotta admit, I really like what he did. Instead of pulling up with the build, he just kind of laid out all the gear and just kind of let all the basshead imagination run wild, you know what I'm saying? I like that, and that was cool. I'm not exactly sure what these were. I think they were the Pride S5s. Looks like 18s maybe. So definitely interested to see what he does with that. Especially considering he's got this massive, I think it's a Drago or whatever, 24K, 24,000 watts.
It's like, damn. It's very open.
It's some serious stuff, so very curious to see how that comes together and what he does with that. Let's see what's going on over here. After that, I got a chance to check out Angelina's build. She was over there operating the 1904 audio booth, so you know I couldn't really get a demo from her or anything like that. But big shout out to 1904 audio. What you got in there? Deaf Bonce? Deaf Bonce 15. I think it's a 15. Clean build. Real quick, we gotta run some ads and then we'll get right back to the quality information you were receiving. Welcome back. I appreciate your patience. Let's get back into it. And as I made my way back to the lanes, I happened to see Rahim's new build. I was really excited to see his new build because his previous build was a Tahoe with some of the loudest doors that like I've personally seen with my own ears. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gotta ask? Won't you just take it? Doors were just stupid. Anyway though, so the blue collar category that Rahim was competing in is a 60-second sound quality test for up to 30 mid and high speakers. And it's with all 4 doors open, the judge basically walking around the car and just kind of taking in the frequency responses. He had 4 PRV-8s and 5 tweeters in the rear doors, and then 3 8s and 2 tweeters in the fronts. And trust me, at the next bass meet, if he's there, we are definitely getting a demo, for sure.
A little bit of stomach, but that's okay. She gon' let a real eat. I appreciate a woman with a whole lot of cake. Baby, that's a whole lot of shake.
We gotta give a big shout out to Joseph, who is metering his car for the first time. He's been showing up to the meets for a while, and you know, this is his first time actually running it, actually seeing what's it do, you know?
SPL qualifying rounds. Joseph Scott, Assassin class. Competitors stand by. Official qualifying scores. Joseph Scott, Assassin, 139.69 dB.
I definitely intend on getting a full demo from him next time because I didn't really get a chance to check out what he has. I did see that he had a Terrance Big Boss 5 back there and what appears to be a 12-inch or 15-inch Dreamsicle, but I couldn't exactly tell as he was leaving the lanes.
All right, any more runs? Anybody else that needs to do at least their first run, come on up.
And shortly after that, it was awards time.
All right, come on up for awards.
I'll be saving the awards until the end of the video, so we're gonna skip the awards for just a moment and continue with some demos. In the last Bass Me video, I got a demo from Don David. 6 DC level 618s on what, 45,000 watts? One of those builds are like just insane. Since the last time I had seen him, he had finished his doors. We had 4 Pride 8s and 2 tweeters on each door. And I'm pretty sure the 2 of the 8s are mid-bass and 2 of the 8s are mid-range, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Bro, that is so ridiculous, man. These doors are kicking now. That thing is a demo monster. It is made for one thing, and that is just converting electricity into wind. It's crazy. After the demo from Don Davis, we're gonna go to the demo that I got right after, which was from Fatboy in the Expedition with 6 Skar VXF 12s.
612s, I got 612s.
And they were being powered by 2 DS18 Hooligan 8Ks. In the doors, he had down for sound hexacones, and he was powering those with a pair of JP234s. He also had like a center channel with some hexacones and a DS18 6.5, and like a center channel rear fill. He was using a Pioneer DEQ 7600 DSP and like EQ type thing, and he was actually using it for this concert mode. He wants his to sound like he's at a show. His sound is very full. Like, it is completely surrounding you. It sounds like it's coming from just like at your mind. The last demo I got of the day shortly before I left, although don't leave because we still got the awards after this, was from Geno with the 2 Sundown ZV6 15s. He had them on 2 Cab 4500s, and if you've never heard of that, look at my face when he told me.
Cab 45s?
Wait, from who? Okay. I was like, what? And the way that he responded, I can tell that that's probably something that he has to explain all the time. While I'd never heard of them myself, they did the damn thing. Like, he took home a first place plaque. Just a very full sounding build, and one of the cool things about his build, he built it himself. So I'm a DIY person, so the DIY builds just have a little extra place in my heart, you know what I'm saying? Very nice build. Much appreciate coming out to Bass Wars.
Okay, thanks everybody for coming. First event of the 2025. Thanks Team San Diego Bassheads. We'll start out with Hurricane Wall. We had 2 competitors. Second place with a 154.71, Victor Gutierrez. And in first place with the 155.41 and a new top score for the nation, Clay THF.
Hey, yeah, it's for sale, buy it.
Typhoon No Wall, we had 2 competitors. Second place with a 147.19, Kanyama Space for Bass. And in first place with a 149.02, Typhoon No Wall, Fatboy. All right, Typhoon Wall, 2 competitors. Second place with a 156.58, Kyle THF. And in first place with a 160.19 and new number 1 in the nation, Don David. All right, Cyclone No Wall, we had 3 competitors. In third place with a 146.69, Jesse Moreno. In second place with a 147.18, Kanyama Space for Bass. And in first place with a 150.11, Fatboy. All right, Cyclone Wall, we had 5 competitors. In third place with a 157.54, Kick D.
You didn't burp though.
All right, in second place with a 158.67, Victor Gutierrez. And in first place with a 159.53, Kyle THF. All right, Hot Seat No Wall, Psychedelic Scott, 150.68. All right, Mayhem, 2 monster scores here. Second place with a 150.37, Kyle THF. That'll be in the top 10 for the nation. And in first place with a 151.39, Don David. Warlock class, we had 2 competitors. Second place with a 150.33, Russell Crabtree. And in first place with a 157.13, Daniel Team Ronnie's. All right, Assassin class, we had 3 competitors. Third place with a 139.69, Joseph Scott. In second place with a 148.05, Kyle Siebenthal. And in first place with a 151.16, Geno Fontecchio. Ninja class, we had 3 competitors. Third place with a 152.26, Fatboy. In second place, super close, with a 152.48, Nick Gregnier.
That man gave up 5 hand jobs for those 2 DBs.
And in first place with a 153.2, Psychedelic Scott.
I'm not going to tell you what he did for those 2 DBs. His kids out here.
All right, monster class. First place, one competitor with a 147.48. Jesse, Team Subsonic. Beast class. One competitor with a 160.5. THF, Robert Mendez. Legendary class. Two competitors, both in the 63s. Second place with a 163.39. Kick D.
Still hurts for those DBs.
And in first place with a 163.84. Noah Johnson.
What's up, man? We'll be friendly here.
He only won because his rim's bigger. Yeah, that's it.
It all comes out.
Leash Truck with a 139.48. Victor Montoya.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna work. I'll take it off.
All right, Leash No Wall. We have two competitors. Second place with a 150.02. Angelina A.
Yeah.
And in first place with a 151.98. Psychedelic Scott.
He's a cheater.
All right, one more in Demo Wars, blue collar class with Rahim Grisham.
Okay, Rahim.
All right, let's take a group picture.
And then after the awards, as is customary for any kind of Bass Wars event, they take a group photo of everybody who participated.
Thank you.
Good job, everybody.
Always a good time. So that was pretty much the San Diego Bassheads New Year's Bash. If you're into this kind of thing, you should definitely check out this video, which is my first time actually competing in a Bass Wars event. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got for this one. So always see the bad news first. Skirt!